Hello, I'm so pleased to be here with Art Libera and Brian Calkins, the principals of Design Commerce Agency. I've seen on your website and your social media many great examples of guest design. Can you tell me, Brian, a bit about guest design and how a brand may engage for the first time in this type of work?
Yes, and I'd be happy to answer that question because we're seeing that actually right now, that some manufacturers and retailers are just now after the pandemic, when design is sort of coming to the fore again, there's no longer supply chain issues out there, that they want to do guest design for the first time. And I'm really excited about that. Some names that I can't say, but you would be impressed, I think, with who these retailers and manufacturers are. We've got a 10-year history doing this for all kinds of companies, and Art has a 25-year history. And so we feel very excited about doing it all for a retailer or a manufacturer and having a turnkey guest design service offering as an agency. And I think what that means is that it's everything from contracts to royalty negotiations to helping with the products, the design point of view when a designer is engaged. But maybe the most important thing is finding the right designer for a brand.
Art, tell me a bit about, in your experience of pairing brands with designers, what that process is like and what you see as key points of success.
Well, what I try to do is a little more nuanced than Brian's brilliant strategy, which is really a key component of our company. I spend a lot of time really evaluating the skill set and the communication and the vision of the artists that we work with in any product category. And so I think pairing them up with the right company, the right retailer, the right manufacturer is really key. And sometimes it's like any human relationship. You have to massage it a little bit, and you have to look out for things and really make sure that it will be maximize the potential of the relationship. One of the challenges of bringing a guest designer into a company, manufacturer, retailer is often ego and corporate politics. Many of these companies have their own internal design departments or design directors. And when you bring a guest designer into a company, you need to have that lead person in the company, that's the design department, make them feel like the editor-in-chief of this process. And so it gets both sets of talent to collaborate and really do the best that the company can do and the best work the artist can do.
So Brian, I know that guest design requires a deep level of expertise and the ability to be involved at the key moments and assist your partners through that process. Can you tell me a bit about what that process looks like and how it works?
Yes, I think Art covered the first part, which is finding the right designers. And it really is a buyer's market out there for the most part. A retailer or a manufacturer can get whoever they would like, as long as the person that they want is not tied up in an exclusive arrangement with another company. Finding the right people is the first key thing in the whole process. It's a lumpy process in terms of effort because you're doing all that, and that takes quite a bit of time, and then it's contract negotiations and definition of product assortment and launch plan, pricing, and all the things that go into product, like these are our standard finishes. Often the designer doesn't really understand the merchandising strategy for a retailer or a manufacturer, and they need to be kind of led along a bit. In the case of lighting, sconces probably are one of the biggest volume producers of lighting sales, followed by chandeliers, and then table lamps, floor lamps, and ceiling fixtures are a distant third. And not every designer knows all that. We have experience in all of these home furnishings and interior design product categories, so we can help with that. And we often do sit in on design meetings and help the conversation along. And so it's a lumpy process because there's a lot of work, and then there is some quiet time when the product's being manufactured, and then you get to the point of production sample approval and sign off, and then suddenly there's another flurry of activity. And the biggest lumpy part of this is, to be honest, is contract management. Contracts have to be really good, or there's likely to be difficulty down the road. And they also have to be maintained. And that's something that a lot of brands, retailers, or manufacturers are not really that well equipped to do. And that's something that we do seamlessly as an agent for them, and remind them something has to be done here in terms of an addendum or a contract renewal. And it could be 12 months later, it could be 2 years later, but we've got it all on our dashboard for each of our clients.
Design Commerce Agency really is a crucial partner to your clients in the long term of success of their projects. Well, I know you have more content on your website and on YouTube, and look forward to seeing it there. Thank you, Art and Brian.
Thanks, Sheree.
Thank you, Sheree.